Okay, so I'm going to start working with Gracie. Gracie is an almost 10-week-old poodle. She's had no formal training of any kind. We've just been working with her on her housebreaking and going up and down the stairs and getting comfortable with life. New sights, new sounds, new smells, taking her with me in the car to the hair salon and to pet store and to the bank. And so I'm going to start working with her on a couple of basic commands. Cooper, come. Sit. Good, sit. Gracie. Good, sit. Okay. Ready? Cooper. Good, sit. So with sit, and I've been teaching for about 30 years, what I do is I like to get the desired result to occur, then I attach the name to it, and then I will praise them with some sort of treat. Hopefully it's a treat that they like. So a lot of people tend to repeat a command over and over and over again, thinking the dog's going to figure it out. But that's like you and I going to a foreign country and them speaking their language over and over again, expecting us to figure it out. So watch, I'll show you again what I mean. So, good, sit. Gracie. Good, sit. Cooper. Sit. Good, sit. So Cooper already knows it. Gracie. Good, sit. Okay, so now here's how you test the waters. So after a while, I will go ahead and ask for the command. Now, I always like to do a hand signal. My hand signal is I'll start with the treat below, and then I raise my hand, okay? For some reason, I've been doing this forever, and that seems to be no matter, I've even gone to homes where hand signals are different in their homes, and I come in with this one, and their dogs do it for me. So one of the things that after a while of doing this, you want to see if they've made that attachment. You go, Gracie. Oh, look at that. Good, sit. Gracie. Sit. Good. Ah, good. Now, I'm glad she did that because as soon as her paws came up, had I rewarded her at that moment, she would have thought that I was rewarding her for that. So if your dog goes to jump up for the treat, you want to go and just take it away. And usually the hand signal alone will help her remember what she was supposed to do. Okay, sit, good, sit. Cooper, sit, good, sit. Okay. Now, why I'm doing this with Cooper. So Gracie has never heard the word stay, or if she has, she certainly doesn't know that that means stay right where you are and don't come forward until I release you. She hasn't even been taught the release word that I use, which is okay. So what's cool about sometimes working with a dog who already knows is that she kind of looks to see what Cooper's doing, and she's like, oh, okay, and kind of helps figure it out. So I love working with another dog that knows. Now that Cooper's gone, let's see. Sit. Good, sit. Cooper, sit. Good, sit. Watch. So I have a treat. Bring it to my eye. Hand signal only. Okay. And then what I do is I purposely, here you go, sweetie. I don't just back up and then go, okay, and stand here. I purposely lower my hand so it forces them to get up and come after the treat. So a lot of dogs don't know that when you say that word, it means what you want it to mean. So help them with your body language by lowering the treat, and then they could get up to come over, and then they go, oh, got it. So let's try that again. Ready? Okay, this way. And good, sit. Now, you can also mark a behavior. So if I go to give her the hand signal and she sits, Or let's say she's just doing her own thing and then she sees me and she sits down and I'm trying to help her form an attachment to the word and the action. Every single time she goes to sit down, just go, good, sit. And if they go to lie down, go, good, down. So you can help by marking every single time a behavior occurs so they learn it a little bit faster. Ready, guys? Ready? Oh, good, sit. Good, sit. Okay, here comes the stay. Watch. Watch my hands. Watch. Okay. Good job. Now, did you see how Gracie almost moved? So a lot of times, if a pet parent thinks that their dog is about ready to break stay, what they'll say is, Gracie, to try to get their attention, or if they start to look off and get distracted by something, they'll go, Gracie. Well, if your dog hears his name called or her name called, they're going to get up and come to you because they think you're calling them. Don't do that. Try this. Instead, just go, watch. Because watch has always meant, if you do it from day one, just look at me. Watch. Okay. Good job. So you notice how Gracie wouldn't leave until she saw Cooper get up. So Cooper's helping her learn. Okay, we'll go ahead and stop here and we'll move on to down in a little bit. Hi, we're back. Okay, so we're gonna work on down. Cooper already knows it pretty well. Gracie doesn't know it at all. So we're gonna see what happens. And for people, I have a lot of pet parents who have multiple dogs, and they always say how challenging it is when you work with them. So I always say, if you're gonna work with one and you have a problem, go ahead and put one away and then work with the one. So I'm gonna try starting out with working with them both. And if Cooper keeps getting in Gracie's way, then I'll just go ahead and put Cooper in the crate. Gracie! Sit. Good. So I take my treat. I basically hold it right up to their mouth as they're in a sit, and I go slowly, while the mouth is still attached, down. Good, down, Cooper. We'll do the same with Gracie. Good, down. So, two things that set people up for failure on this. One is if you go too fast, because then the dog just gets up to go after it. So the other thing is if you pull away too far. So if you go too fast down and pull away too fast. So watch what I mean. Ready? Good, down. So stick to the mouth, stick to the mouth. Good, down. So I mark it and name it as soon as both elbows are firmly on the floor. We'll try it one more time. Okay? Good, down. And we'll go up. Good, sit. Down. Good, down. Sit. Good, sit. Good, down. Sit. Good, sit. Good, down. Last one. Boop. There. And now we have to switch from luring to a hand signal. I'll show you how to do that next.